Why do so many people over 50 still struggle with joint pain, even after staying active? Here's the truth most fitness gurus won't tell you. It's not that you're exercising too little, it's that you're choosing the wrong kind of stress for aging joints. And that's exactly why swimming still beats almost every other exercise after 50, if you understand how to use it the right way. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know why swimming protects joints better than walking or running, the one mistake that makes swimming stop working, and how to turn swimming into a long-term joint survival strategy. 1. The real problem with aging joints. No one explains this clearly. After 40, and especially after 50, your joints change in ways most people don't realize. It's not just wear and tear. What actually happens is this: cartilage gradually loses hydration, synovial fluid production slows, connective tissues stiffen, and inflammation takes longer to switch off. Now here's the brutal part. Most popular exercises increase joint compression exactly when joints are least prepared to handle it. Walking, jogging, even light running. They all send repeated impact forces through knees, hips, ankles, and spine. For a 25-year-old, that's manageable, but for a 55-year-old, that impact quietly adds up, and that's where swimming changes the game. But what makes water so different from land when it comes to joints? The answer is more powerful than most people think, and it has nothing to do with being gentle. 2. Why water is a natural joint-saving environment. Water isn't just lighter. It's supportive, resistive, and forgiving at the same time. When you're submerged, your body weight is reduced by up to 90%. Joint compression drops instantly, and movements become smooth instead of jarring. That's why knees glide instead of grind, hips rotate without pinching, and shoulders move through a full range without sharp stress. But here's the key insight most people miss. Swimming doesn't avoid joint movement. It restores healthy movement without punishment. And that's exactly why people often say, "I feel lighter in the pool." It's not psychological, it's physics working in your favor. But if swimming is so good, why do so many swimmers over 50 still lose strength, mobility, and joint stability over time? Let's talk about the hidden mistake. 3. The biggest mistake swimmers over 50 make. Swimming protects joints, but it doesn't automatically protect muscle, and muscle is what stabilizes joints. Here's what often happens. People swim at the same pace for years, same strokes, same intensity, no progression, no variation. The joints feel better, but muscle strength slowly declines, and weak muscles lead to unstable knees, overworked shoulders, and hips that feel loose instead of strong. So swimming stays comfortable, but it stops being protective. That's why some swimmers say, "Swimming keeps me moving, but I still feel weaker each year." That's not swimming's fault. It's how swimming is being used. So how do you turn swimming into a joint-preserving and strength-preserving tool after 50? The answer is simpler than you expect. 4. How to swim the right way after 50. You don't need to swim harder. You need to swim smarter. Here's what actually works. 1. Shorter sets done with intention instead of endless laps. Focus on 25 to 50 meter intervals, a controlled pace, and deliberate movements. Quality beats quantity. 2. Mix strokes to balance the joints. Use freestyle for rhythm and endurance, backstroke for shoulder balance, and gentle breaststroke only if your knees tolerate it. Never force a stroke that creates pain. Pain is feedback, not weakness. 3. Use water resistance strategically. Tools like light paddles or moderate fin use add resistance that helps rebuild muscle without impact, which is gold after 50. 4. Finish with mobility, not exhaustion. End each session feeling warm, loose, and slightly challenged, not destroyed. Swimming should leave your joints better than when you entered the pool. But exercise alone isn't the whole story. There's one internal factor that determines whether your joints recover or slowly deteriorate, and most people completely ignore it. 5. Why joint recovery matters more than exercise after 50. After 50, joints don't bounce back the same way. Recovery now depends on inflammation control, collagen support, and proper lubrication inside the joint. That's why some people exercise regularly, eat pretty well, and still wake up stiff and sore. Swimming reduces damage, but recovery determines progress. This is where smart swimmers go one step further. They support their joints from the inside, not just through movement. People who age well don't chase intensity. They chase consistency, joint integrity, and long-term mobility. Swimming fits that mindset perfectly because it allows frequent movement, faster recovery, and staying active without fear. That's why many people who swim into their 60s and 70s don't just move better. They feel safer in their bodies. and that confidence changes everything. Now imagine combining swimming with the right joint support strategy. What happens to stiffness? What happens to inflammation? What happens to daily comfort? That combination is where results get impressive, and that's exactly what we'll break down next. If this video helped you rethink how swimming fits into healthy aging, subscribe to Prime Health Zone. We post practical, science-backed strategies for staying strong and mobile after 40, 50, and beyond. Drop a comment below. Do you swim regularly, or are you thinking about starting? And if you know someone over 50 dealing with joint pain, share this video. It might change how they move for the rest of their life. But here's the real question. If swimming protects your joints, why do some swimmers still wake up stiff, sore, and inflamed? The answer isn't in the pool, it's in what happens between swim sessions. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in the next video. See you in the next one. Stay strong, stay healthy, and keep swimming.